Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Kevin, I'm a geek, you're watching Kevin the Geek. Welcome back to Scottish Sundays, and I'm doing Scot Squad for the first time in about 6 months, I think. I did it just before, I think it would have been November actually. Yeah, it was been, because I finished Still Game, did a couple of stuff before I kind of resumed with Ramsey Nesbitt this year. So, obviously we've done Chewing the Fat, we've done Burniston, we're doing Scot Squad again this month. And so, this is the first regular episode. Obviously, we did the pilot last time out, but this time it's the first normal episode. So let's check it out.
Welcome to Scotland, the land where the north meets the south. But it isn't all steep crags, castles and cayleys, especially not for the new unified police force that now polices the country with force. Join us as we tell the teams trailing the many terrains of the Tartan territory. They're brave, they're tough, they are the Scot Squad.
I remember the intro being super dope.
As Chief Commissioner, Cameron Mikkelson's job is to be the face of the police, the voice of the police.
How hard is it to spot a BAM?
And the body of the police.
It's not for me to use the word leader. I mean, that's for other people to decide whether I am. Yes, it is for me, as it turned out, to say I am a leader. I am responsible for thousands of people, and I am running a major corporation. I am a Steve Jobs. I am a Theopophitus. I'm a Papa John. You know?
Papa John.
Scotland's roads can be a dangerous place. But for rookie traffic cop Hugh McCurdy, his new partner is happy to help him get safely up to speed.
When I got the job and I got the new position here next to PC Singh, I was delighted because there's nobody like you. He knows road law at the back of his horn, he knows every rule in the book, so I'm here to learn, and I'm only going to learn off the best.
Well, it's almost like I'm Obi-Wan and he's Luke Skywalker, you know?
What's that?
It's Star Wars.
I still watch that. But is it Star Wars?
Yeah, Star Wars.
See, I'm learning already.
It's in at the deep end as PC McCurdy puts his life on the line to clear a hazard from the highway before any potential pileup.
I found this mad bag of stuff, look.
The officers are surprised to discover that the bag is filled to the brim with pirated CDs.
Oh.
Suzanne Boyle.
Suzanne Boyle.
Pretty fly for a white guy. Speak to me, baby. You don't mind me singing this, no racist. You don't have offence.
We are white.
It's him. That's that boy from Coronation Street. Adam Rickett.
Coronation Street.
Aye. Gil Platt's boy. Is that folk shagging?
It can't be.
Mate.
Can't be that. What is this?
Sorry, innit? The first ever CD I bought was Michelle McManus after she won the Pop Idol. All this time, I waited a lifetime for the day. That was the winner's song.
Highway to hell! Highway to hell!
Today I'm here at BBC Scotland. I'm shortly to appear on the morning show on the radio to discuss the launch of the new Scottish Police logo. I thought it was James Naughty, but apparently I'm discussing matters with Mr. Fred Macaulay.
This is Macaulay & Co on BBC Radio Scotland, 92 to 95 FM, 810 medium wave, online and on digital, and entertainment journalist Bev Line is in London, which is still...
Hi there, sir. Can I help you?
Fred Macaulay show.
Sorry, sir. Do you have any ID to get through?
I wasn't told I needed ID. I'm on the Fred Macaulay show. I'm the guest of honour.
And do you have an appointment with them?
Well, obviously I have an appointment. I'm on the show.
Oh, okay.
Is there not
you need to wait
somebody?
and try and get ID for you to get through or get your pass. You could be anybody.
I'm not anybody. I'm Cameron Mickelson, the Chief Commissioner of the Police. You must recognise with the news or the newspaper.
No,
They've
no,
made it.
sir. And you know, you can get these uniforms anywhere these days.
All right,
You
go
could be an
get
imposter.
Get my
Just one
pass.
moment. Thank you.
I'm on the side of the security bloke.
Hi, can you let me in?
No, I'm not the security guy. I'm the
I
chief
haven't
of
got-
police.
I
I'm
haven't
not.
got
I'm
any
not
hands free.
working the door here.
Please.
I'm the chief of police. I can't let you in. I don't have a
I work here
pass.
all the
I'm not
time.
even allowed in.
Oh,
and
come
I'm
on,
the chief
please.
of.
Can you just let me in, please?
I have nothing. Here's the man.
Guys,
He'll let
there
you
you
in.
go. There's
There
your
you
pass, sir. If you just
Now we
take
can
that.
get in. There. Let me
Okay,
in.
on you go.
Okay.
Hey, thank you.
Don't let
Bye-bye.
him in. All right.
Thank you.
Where's his pass?
Lionel Richie may think things are easy like a Sunday morning, but unlike officers McIntosh and Mackay, he's never had to police the countryside on a Sunday morning.
I saw a good documentary last night.
Oh yeah, what on?
Just about this man with 4 ears. We were out on an early Sunday morning shift, which is normally one of our quietest, but actually we stumbled across something we did not expect. Whoa.
Whoa.
Is that what I thought it was? Hold the boat. What?
That's definitely
Oh.
a person. That's a girl.
Let's get out there.
Excuse me.
Hello.
Excuse me.
Hi there. Hello, can you
Are
hear
you
us?
okay?
Oh, you're okay?
Whoa.
You're
It's
okay?
all right. It's all right. It's all
We're
right.
the
It's all right.
police here. We're just here to help. We're the police.
You're all right.
Take your time. You're okay. You're just a bit stunned.
Right.
You're okay.
Oh, be careful.
We'll get your shoes.
I'll get your
We'll get
shoes.
your shoes. Take it easy.
She's up, everyone.
We'll get you in the car. Maybe dry you up. Okay. Find out what's happened here. We'll put you in here. Come on. No, you're fine. Come on.
There we go.
Shoot. Up you go. Just watch your head.
Are you okay?
Okay. How are you feeling there?
Fine. Do I look fine? I'm bogging from head to toe. I've ruined
You look.
shoes.
Okay, we're here to help.
Tell us
Okay.
what happened.
What's been happening? Have you fallen off your bicycle?
Was I on
Bicycle.
a bicycle?
With high heels.
Do you mind if I have a wee drink?
Yes, I do mind, I'm afraid. Unless it's an umbongo or a Capri Sun, I'm afraid I can't permit it.
It's fine.
Okay.
It's
If you
fine.
think it will relax.
Right, what happened was I was on a night out, right? And I was out with my boyfriend, George.
Oh, that's
The
nice.
George is the typical twat, right? Where he
Right.
sees this girl who's blonde with bigger boobs than me. She's an absolute asshole, right? What is it that you want from me? Do you want me to stay out tonight, or do you want me just to bugger off so you can go down the road with some wee skanky looking piece of bleachy crap?
I don't know.
Right? Well, obviously you don't know, you weren't there.
I know.
Anyway, so I was like that. Look, forget it. Do you know what he done?
No.
He turned around and kissed her right in front of me. He was fingering her and all. I seen him. Do you know what I mean? He was effing stinking. Would you mind, right, if I phoned my mum?
What?
Because, like,
Now
no,
that is
no,
a
I
very
think you
sensible
should-
idea.
can I use it as my one call?
Huh.
All right, you ball bag. Aye, you're dumped. Aye, it's me. I hope you enjoy the wee bleachy twat.
I don't think that's her mother.
Bye.
I don't think. Was that your mum? Does she bleach?
It makes me so bloody angry.
Now, basically what had happened was she'd been out for a night out. She got on the night bus from the city and she'd been kicked off that bus for being too drunk and too mouthy, probably. And she'd ended up crawling into a bush for some shelter where she'd fallen asleep.
We'll get you to the bus station. How about that? We'll take you up there, get you dry, and we'll get you on your way home. How does that sound?
I'll all feel better after a sleep.
Okay, Lana? Is that good?
Thank you.
No problem.
WPC Macintosh.
You sit back and
Let me
relax.
put my shoes on.
You don't
Oh,
have
you
to.
don't
but-
need to
I
put them
want
on
to
just...
put my shoes on.
Well,
Okay.
then you just go right.
Okay, calm down,
Put
love.
your seatbelt on.
Taking it off. Okay.
Call centre worker Maggie LeBeau is the capable queen of communication, consistently quelling cranks, questioning crackpots, and quizzing callers.
Try to say that
I
5
ever
times
get
when you
bored
drunk.
of my job? No, definitely not. It's just wild every day. I've got details of a stolen vehicle for you. Registration is Golf 203 Golf Oscar Golf. The make and model is a Volkswagen Golf and it's been taken from the golf club. No, sorry, we just don't have anything to do with PPI. So I find it unlikely that One Direction are going to be playing Lark Hall Bowling Club.
Turn the music down! I want Britney Spears too, but I can't hear anything!
This chap calls up and his wife's actually in labour having a baby. Don't have time to transfer them to the medical services. I have watched a fair few episodes of One Born Every Minute, so I just thought I can do this myself. And I did, talked him through it, and I'll show you. This is wee Sophie here. Wee Sophie, there she is. And I mean, I know I'm not her mum, obviously, but I feel like we'll always have a special connection.
Desk Sergeant Karen Ann Miller may have moved to a new station.
Officer Karen, all right? How you doing, Officer Karen? I've been round 10 police stations trying to find you today. Where have you been?
But no matter where she's at, Miller's mission is to offer a helping hand to whomever happens to happen upon her habitat. From those whose smalls are missing to those who are missing a small dog.
All right, Officer Karen.
Oh, Bobby, what can we do for you today?
At least after watching the pilot, I kind of remember this guy just being one of those ones who really wants to help, but proves himself being very, very ineffectual at doing it.
I'm wondering if you've got any news on Fridge, and I've also got a couple of suggestions to help the case.
I'm afraid we haven't found him yet, Bobby, sorry.
Me and Uncle Jeffy were watching an American show, and there was missing persons on the back of a milk carton. I was thinking that you could put a picture of Fridgie on the milk carton.
The issue we have at the moment, Bobby, is we only have one picture of Fridge, and it's a crayon drawing that you've done.
Put it in the back of the milk carton?
It's in black and white. I'm not convinced it's going to stand out very well against the
I don't see what
text.
racism's got to do with dogs.
I think perhaps you're getting a wee bit excited about this. Now, if you could provide us with an actual photograph of Fridge.
Can you do the sketch artists with the police crime scenes? Do you do that as well? I could show you what he looks like. I'll do it.
Have you got a photograph of Fridge with you then?
It's just as good as a photograph.
Okay, well, if you've got anything with you, let me see.
Is it the t-shirt?
Basically, he kind of looked like that.
Right.
If you just want to sketch it.
I think you can stop that now, Bobby. It's fine. I get where you're going with it.
I was just getting good memories, flashbacks.
Yeah.
Should I go now?
I think aye.
If you get anything or any information, if you can phone me or Uncle Jeffy, even if you leave a voicemail on the voice machine, even if you just leave it for me, or if you leave it for Uncle Jeffy can tell that you left me a voicemail, and then I'll listen to it, obviously, and then I'll come down.
That's really helpful.
Or
thank
I'll
you.
phone you back and I'll leave you a voicemail even. If you.
That's what we'll do.
If you would want that.
That sounds like a plan.
Okay. Well, I'll go now, right?
Right.
Thanks a lot for your help, right?
See you later, Bobby.
Bye-bye. See you later, Officer. Bye.
It's really difficult with some of these kind of people, and the way that they communicate. It is really difficult. I had a case where a guy called up, and he was literally like shouting and screaming, and I wondered whether he was drunk or something, and he just was being so incoherent. I just couldn't work out what he was. And I was ready to give up on him. And then just something twigged. I'm like, something's not quite right here. And I sort of listened a bit more, probed a little bit more. It turned out he was suicidal. And he definitely had a few. And, you know, obviously you have a duty of care with anything like that. And I stayed with him much longer than I normally would have been expected to have stayed on the phone with somebody. And I managed to get him the help he needed, managed to, in effect, save his life because he was ready to, you know, commit the action. And that is something I will always never forget, is just because someone is not making sense doesn't mean that they don't want to be heard. Make sure you listen. Make sure, because you never know. The smallest detail could be the thing that changes your whole perspective of things.
The public perception of the police is paramount, and with his moment on the microphone mere minutes away, the Chief Commissioner is remaining focused.
I think I've just realised who you are. You're a comedian as well as the radio boy.
That's right, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
We tried to book you to do the after-dinner stuff. You're pricing yourself out of the market, boy. I mean, you take it, I mean, really?
Well,
I mean, you just want a couple of jokes. We're not asking you to take us to the moon.
No. Well, everybody's got their price.
That's true. So how many of those do you do a year?
Well, that's really between me and the Inland Revenue, if I declare it. That's just a joke.
Oh, no, of course you do.
Yeah.
Otherwise that'd be a crime. That'd be on you.
I pay my taxes.
Good.
Not that you're from the revenue or anything.
No, but I've got friends.
Thank you very much and welcome back. This is Fred Macaulay, BBC Radio Scotland, and I'd like you to keep your texts and emails coming in this morning. Collections, what odd things do you collect? We've got a Davy from Blantyre says, previous convictions, Fred, lol. You must know who my next guest is. He's the Chief Commissioner of the Scottish Police Force, Cameron Mickelson. Mr. Mickelson, good morning.
Good morning. Thank you for having me, Fred.
It's good of you to come in.
Not at all.
Big day today. You're in
Yes.
because you've brought in the new logo.
This is the logo.
It's diamond shaped, and within the diamond we've got a thistle, and within the thistle there's a shield with a crown, and the shield, it's almost like a face. It's like two eyes.
It's like a clever little face. We haven't put any Latin on it,
right?
Because we searched up and down Scotland, from uphill and down dale, couldn't find a single Latin speaker.
Is this logo going to be on your hat or your clothing? No,
we don't visualise it being on the hat, unless it's.
I mean, there is a logo.
Oh, it's
there.
a similar hat. Oh, they might just have used. Now you say that, they might. I see what they've done actually.
The old one.
They've taken the old logo off the hat.
Yeah.
And they've put it on the white card, but they've left the Latin on. You could probably see it, and the hat's the Latin.
Semper Vigilo.
That's it, and always vigilant. But they've taken that off, so that's as I explained.
Okay. Well, there has been a fair bit of publicity about the costs. Some have said extortionate. Others have said extortionate doesn't even get close to what you've spent. Is it money well spent?
Of course it is. It's start-up costs. So 1.2 million. For design costs, maybe. Is that the figure you were given?
That's the figure I was given, yeah. But I thought that was for everything. I thought that was for a new design for the whole of the police force, but it's just for the logo.
Yes, it's just for the... I wouldn't say just for the logo, because this is a logo for now and forever, in my view.
Okay.
We won't be redesigning. This will be the logo, Fred, in 1.2 million years, as far as I'm concerned. So it cost £1.
£1 a year.
It cost £1 a year.
So the old one was a thistle and a bit of a shield and a crown.
Yep.
And the new one's a thistle, a bit of a shield and a crown.
Without the Latin.
Without the Latin.
Back on the rural road to recovery, Charlie provides reviving fluids.
Chocolates. Surely. No trouble?
I'm not sure this was such a good idea.
Whoa.
Right. No.
Hold her head back.
PC's Macintosh
Lovely.
and Mackay's duty of care terminates at the terminus.
Big step. That's it.
Man, I've got a hole in my tights.
That's okay. I think that's
the least of our worries. Yeah.
20 minutes. How's that? Hey?
Perfect. Please don't wait. Thank you so much.
Put your head between your knees if you're feeling sick. That's what we used to do in primary school.
Bye.
Okay.
Bye-bye. Take care.
Enjoy work.
She was some cookie.
That was an interesting character.
Oh, yeah. I really love her shoes. I meant to ask her where she got them from. Where did you get your shoes from?
I stole them.
She what? Did she?
I think just keep jiving here.
Next time she'll do her sleeping in a bed, not a bush.
Yeah.
But the Scottish police force isn't just about dealing with the morning after the night before. Crime never sleeps, so neither does the Scot Squad, policing Scotland 24/7, 7 days a week. And when the sun does go down, for city cops Jack McLaren and Sarah Fletcher, it's time to shine.
We were called to an assault on just a guy on his own in a pub. He'd been punched in the face. The young gentleman told us it was somebody in fancy dress. You're describing him as a snowman.
With two heads. A snowman with two heads. With blows to the head, sometimes it impairs what you remember or what you don't remember. Sometimes things are like dreamlike states, but you're saying snowman with two heads.
Would you say this, like, obviously it would be the back of that image walking away? We took the sketch round some local areas, chatting to people in fancy dress.
He's always wear the same get-up, lads, or?
80s chefs came up against some ridiculous fancy dress. I mean, who goes out dressed as a sexy horse.
Those lassies. All right, girls, how you doing? There's been an assault this evening by, believe it or not, Siamese snowmen. 2 snowmen joined as one.
Oh, what is that?
Sexy. Mind you, they could have went out of slugs and made it sexy. You're like a big Clydesdale, you ain't you? But no, in a good way, no. I tell you what, the best looking Clydesdale I've ever seen. No big tall lassie. No, big beautiful Clydesdale, honestly.
Watch you don't flip too hard, you might get a bit horse, Jack. Quite cheap.
No, really. Tell you what, if you're a horse, I'm a jockey, do you know what I'm saying? I didn't need a mask like that.
Dude.
Hung like her, you know?
Lovely, thank you.
I was selling, not you.
Let's go.
See you later, ladies. Bye. All the best. Anyone, no fussy. Anyone.
Dudes.
Scotland is Europe's #1 destination for live R&B, which makes it a top target for illicit merchandising. Volunteer officer Ken Beattie is out to wreck the crooks' party.
This evening I've been asked to report on duty to the Hydro back here because there is a gig on a music gig where there'll be lots of people, 10,000 I'm led to believe. I'm there to be on hand just to make sure everybody's safe and cars are parked properly. So you do it. Let's ski off there. That's how you do it. That's fantastic parking. My word. That makes me sick. It's actually Beyonce who's performing this evening, who, I'm actually rather a big fan of. I think she's fantastic. She really is. She stands up for independent women. She's an independent woman herself, and the work I do with the prostitutes and stuff like that, I can really relate to her.
Right here! Get your gear! Crazy in love with these t-shirts you will be!
Hi there, sir.
Aye.
How you doing?
How you doing?
What exactly is it you're...
Selling t-shirts and merchandise.
So is this hers? Official?
It's official, yeah. No, I spoke to her.
You actually spoke to Beyonce?
Yep. So...
Have you got actual proof of this? I think you'll need verification that you're allowed to sell.
I've got a letter.
A letter? I hereby give you permission to use my face as well as my name or names on your merchandise.
No.
I don't think this is official, sir.
Oh, I mean it is.
Well, even if it is, sir, you need actual permits. Without the permits, I'm afraid you can't sell here, so if you kindly take yourself
Sorry about that.
away.
It's a
With
good
the trail
try.
of the snowmen running
Good
cold,
effort.
Jack and Sarah look for some assistance from the Nightlife Knowledge Network.
We tend to know quite a lot of the bouncers in the city centre. We keep them on side, we share things together.
Carrots for nose.
Carrots for
They're in there, aye.
In there,
Smashing.
Perfect.
Thank you,
Right,
Judith.
pop in.
Brilliant.
Thank you.
Oh, Jack, it's smoky in here. I can't see. Hello? Can you see me?
Excuse me, you seen any snowmen? There they are.
Sit.
Right, yep,
No,
out
man.
you come.
Oh!
Squeeze through that door.
Oh my god!
You were hardly going to get away with it, were you? Dressed like that.
Yes, what's going on?
We know how the toon trying to find you. Didn't shake your fist at me, hitting an innocent boy. Come on.
Actually, that's exactly what I drew. That's exactly like my image. Pretty good.
Well done.
Thanks, Judith.
Right,
It's
cheers,
not
Judith.
exactly
Thank you.
hard.
See you later.
Double-headed
It looks
snowman.
like these boys are going to have to put their plans for a night out on the town on ice, which is lucky, because the only place they'll be chilling is in a cold cell for 2. Back on the Beyonce beat, Ken Beattie is about to say hello to a recurring rip-off merchant.
Oh, there we go.
T-shirt
Again?
Found a t-shirt.
I thought I told you. You can't be selling your stuff here.
No, you again.
Look, I'm sorry, but I told you explicitly, without a permit, you cannot sell. I will have to ask you to move on again, I'm afraid.
Right, how about I tell you what the password is to get you into the gig?
To get
on
in?
the door.
To
To get in to see Beyonce.
Actually, Beyonce?
I know the password.
Oh my god.
Okay, right.
Right.
Got the password then.
Right, the password is Destiny.
Destiny.
You remember it?
Destiny. Destiny.
Destiny. And I'll give you the t-shirt.
Okay.
God, imagine if it was.
Put that one just now then.
Yeah.
I don't know what to do. I'm so
You're
excited.
excited,
Right. Secret password, but I won't tell him, Leslie. Don't worry.
See you.
He's
Get
an
your
idiot.
t-shirt here. £20. Last one going.
Password didn't work.
No shit, Sherlock.
It's a shame because I really did want to see Beyonce. But I came here tonight and I did a job.
The thing is, though, is he really counterfeit? If he's literally got selling t-shirts called Beyond Sea, is that technically counterfeit or is that just stupid?
I remain professional and I can hold my head up high how I perform tonight. Baby, I can be your halo.
Let's have an actual
From big
talk.
gig fraud to small town coastlines, the Scot Squad covers it all. Understanding what makes your partner tick is a vital part of policing.
What would you say is your best night out?
Best night ever. There was this one time and we'd gone for a girls' holiday to Ibiza. We'd been there for a few days and we'd met like this other group of folk. We'd also met some guys that run a club over there.
Right.
So they'd invited us out one night and we were like, yeah, why not? And we'd been out for drinks and everything. And then we headed over to the other side of the island, which is where this club was. And it turns out it was like this massive carnival night. So then these guys that we were with got up onto the equipment and started performing. They dressed us all up and we got covered like head to toe in like glitter. And we just looked mental. And at one point, like I put, you know those plastic beer chairs that you get? Put that like over my shoulders and I was like, ah. And then like I got down on the ground and I was like, look at me go, I'm like a snail. My face hit the ground and I broke my nose. It was amazing.
That sounds pretty wild, but you know, I'm not all shiny shoes and buttons. I can let my hair down. You know, I got to see Enya live. 1997 in Acklety Town Hall. People say don't mix your drinks. Well, let's just say I was breaking the rules that night because I had at least 2, maybe 3 different types of lager. They don't really tour anymore, but I know Benya are coming back and they're a fantastic tribute act. So it's worth catching Benya.
I'll look out for it. Maybe we could go together.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love that.
Take my mum.
In favour of it. Well, if
she'd totally love it.
Well, okay. Yeah.
With a potential audience of many millions, Mikkelsen morphs into the chief of chit-chat.
Before you go, I just thought you might be interested in some of the things that we're also going to be doing on the show today. You could tell us, you know,
fire away.
Keeping your hand in and your eye on popular culture. We're talking about the new judges on the X Factor programme. Who would you like to see?
Well, a judge, a proper judge, a proper judge, the High Court judge, and a puppet, maybe, but a high range. A top of the level, a Muppet. And then somebody like Cheryl, but maybe with less tattooed buttocks. I know you don't see the buttocks on the X Factor, but I think it makes people uncomfortable knowing that she's sitting on that. I think so. I think mission accomplished. I think that went very well. I thought the whole process was very enjoyable. The banter, I think, you know, which one was the professional and which one was the guest? Really, at times I thought. And little comedic bit. So I think maybe a regular slot. I mean, we'll see. I'm not saying that you have to speak to Fred about this. You know, Jean can give him a call. But I think, maybe just a couple of times a month, Mikkelsen will be on that show.
I don't think he will somehow. I really don't think he will.
In this job, you're given a partner that you have no control over. You know, you don't get to choose who your partner is going to be.
What do you think came first? Bridie, the woman's name, or Bridie as in this, what I'm eating now. See the name Harry? That's short for Harold, isn't it? It was Barry, short for barreled. Are crisps because they're crispy, or are crispy things crispy because they're crisps?
If we were to be split up, I would be devastated.
Don't even go there, don't even, Do you think they'll ever make a full box set of EastEnders? How do bites keep up, right? How would you kill Superman? Have you got any comedy soaks? We're the dream team, the boys.
We live in hope. That it never happens.
How did they manage to take seeds out of seedless grapes?
Oh, all right, Officer Karen.
Hey, Bobby, how's it going?
Oh, thanks a lot for the phone call.
We have found some dogs. There's been a raid on a house and we've come across a number of dogs that we think might be strays, but I can't just give you a dog. I'm obliged to get you to identify Fridge. Oh. So I'm going to show you some photographs and I want you to point out Fridge.
Okay, this is brilliant. That's no Fridge, but I can take him.
This is not like a dog shopping kind of a situation. This is more a dog identification.
That's no Fridge. He looks like an arsehole.
I'm going to put them all out. I want you just to point out fridge.
That's fridge.
This one here?
Yep. Definitely.
Right. Right, let's see if we can get you home, shall we?
It's not him, is it?
Fridgie! Hello, my boy! Oh, it's good to see you, Fridgie. What have they done to you?
I think he's alright. He's a wee bit hopped up on treats there, so maybe don't give him too much more to eat.
There's some chocolate for you. I get a wee biscuit for you.
Oh, God.
If you just pick the hair off it, you'll be fine.
I'll maybe get that a bit later.
Okay. Oh, high five, my man. We'll go and we'll chase the ducks right off us again. See you later. Bye.
See you later, Bobby.
Frick!
I'm actually having a laugh.
In the eternal battle against the evils of the dark side, these Jedis of justice are our last best hope. May the force of Scotland be with you.
Oh, bloody hell. Bloody hell. That to be fair, was really entertaining. I did enjoy that. And I think it's nice, simple, cheesy humour. You know, it really doesn't take itself too seriously with that. Although they really did kind of go put the nail on the head with the whole thing about how much things cost, which is ridiculous. Like, I remember there being a furor around the cost of the London 2012 logo. I'm just trying to see how much it was. Yeah, that was £400,000 for that, you know, which I remember thinking like it's ridiculous, like how much some of these companies charge and how they can justify it. But you look at some of them and go, really? And they're going to have an even harder thing now with like you know, the advancement of AI and stuff. So what I've done, literally, as I was watching that, I've literally gone on to an AI generator, basically, and I've just put in, well, a couple of different things, actually. Mostly for this, I was like, create a logo for the Scottish Police Force. And basically, I've got 8 different designs, all that have come up, all that are, you know, reasonably good, that you could argue that could pass as a legitimate police force logo. So I'm going to put them all up and let you, you know, let you guys have your say on which ones you think is the best one out of the 8. I'm also going to I've just tried to create a new logo for the channel, you know, for Kevin the Geek, and again, you know, this was literally just putting in create a logo for Kevin the Geek TV and movie reactions. That's all it was. And it's given me a few different things, and without even giving me any prompts or you know, things to go, this is what I look like. A couple of them is literally generated a person on it. So again, I'll put them up and let you guys say, out of those logos, if I was to use one of those as an actual logo for the channel, which one you would go for, which one you think works best for me. But yeah, simple, fun, but very enjoyable watching that. I very enjoyed watching that episode, really did. So obviously next Sunday is the day that I go away on holiday. So there will be content coming out whilst I am away. I still don't know exactly what content, how much. At the very least, we've got you know, this month's Super Geek related content, so that will at least be happening. And then we will also have Taskmaster Series 8. I will be putting that out, so that will definitely come out. I'll either release that all 10 episodes on one video or release them in 2 halves and do them on 2 different days. I don't know yet. And then ultimately, the rest of the other, you know, sort of 6 or so days or so, it's either can I manage to record some stuff in advance and still have it come out while I'm away? Or do I just give myself a little bit of a break and record stuff potentially in advance for when I come back from my holiday as well? I don't know. So at the very least, you should expect some content every 2 to 3 days, or it may be more. It depends. We'll see. But that is going to do it for today's reaction. Thank you very much for watching. As always, please do subscribe, turn on notifications, drop your comments below. And until next time, my name is Kevin. I'm a geek, and you've been watching Kevin the Geek.